The Bible said a man shall leave his father and mother and cling to his wife. It didn't say that the woman should cling to the man.
My name is Basse.
My name is Adeni Ilaide.
Sir Jalalati.
Sir Jaguna.
Nelson.
Oh, my name is Ben.
My name is Amaka.
Okay.
I'm Mariam Abfata.
It's not polite for a woman to propose to a man because they will think she's very cheap.
Culturally, in our culture, it is a man that walks up to a woman and says, I want to marry you. So now the reverse is the case. I don't think it's not something that we should be talking about.
I'm not saying it's bad, but in other places, they are doing it. But this is the end of the world anyway. And when the end of the world is at hand, women will be more than men.
If a woman should propose to a man later, that's when you'll be did I send you? Are you not the one that proposed to me at the first place? Did I propose to you? You know what kind of stuff. They will use it against the women.
How can a woman propose to a man? In the first place, God created man, Abi, and man was made to be the head. The woman is next in position. How come a woman will go and propose to a man?
Before now, it's always like, okay, the guys should do the asking. But so far, the dynamism is such that things are changing now. So to me, I think it's okay. Anybody who asks.
If I like her,
All right, that's a video we shot in the streets of Lagos where we went to ask Lagosians what they thought about women proposing to men. Now, we brought this up because yesterday on Trendwave, we took the story of a young woman, an on-air personality and actress who proposed to her man, and we decided, what was going on in her mind, and it will be interesting to find out what she thinks about this and how it's all panned out, which is why we decided to bring her here into the studio. We're joined by Erhun Omorodion, actress and on-air personality. Erhun, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm glad to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you. So let's start out with your reaction to that video. We went out to ask Lagosians about what they think about you proposing. Now, you've seen a mixed reaction. What would you say about the Vox Pop?
People are opinionated for sure. I've seen all sorts. I've gotten congratulations, well done. If a man can do it, why not a woman? But then I've also gotten people like, she's crazy. Like, why on earth would she do that? The man is going to use it against her. He's going to give her back the ring. I've heard both sides of the story and people just sharing what they think is the right thing to do or what they would have done in that situation.
Okay, for those who haven't seen the video yet, let's take a look at the video. So that right there is the video of Erhun Omorodion, on-air personality, actor and producer. The video of her proposing to her boyfriend went viral. Now the question behind many people's minds is, was that real? Was that staged? Seeing as that's not the norm in this part of the world. So let's ask Ebon herself. Ebon, was that real or was it staged?
Everyone keeps trying to ask me this question. Like, I've seen it so much on social media. Like, was it real? People are saying, yes, it's real. People are saying, yes, no, it's not, that can never happen in Nigeria. But then what people don't really understand is that I spent more than half of my life outside Nigeria. So putting those two and two together in the UK and the US, it's a lot more normal. Like, you see it all the time. Guys ask girls out, yes, but girls ask guys out too. So what's the big deal? Like, why are people making such a big deal because I went and I proposed to a man? I'm a very strong believer that, like, anything a man can do, a woman can do it better, and it doesn't take away anything from you. Rather, it kind of just shows that you know what you want and you go for it.
I like it. Go, girl, but you still haven't answered if that is real.
The answer to that, if that is real, if that's not, I feel like even if I tell you guys it's real, you're not going to believe it. Yes,
Why wouldn't
it's real.
we?
Because everyone's reaction on social media
No,
is
whatever
like,
you
yes,
say
it's
to
real.
us is what we are taking
Yes,
here.
it's real. Yes, it's real. But everyone's still gonna say, yes, it's real, no, it's not real. So I'm gonna leave that to people's opinions, actually. What do you guys think?
Okay, let's hear from Osage. Osage is joining us in on this interview. I'm sure he has some questions for Erhun as well.
I have a million, to be honest. I have more than a million questions, because, I put myself there and I know I'll be shy. But anyway, I want to know, were you prepared for whatever he says? Were you prepared for him turning you down?
You can never really prepare yourself for rejection. There's no right way to prepare yourself for rejection, but you take the results, you take it as it comes. And at the end of the day, yes, I proposed in ShopRite, but it was also a place that I didn't really know people there. So it wasn't like I was proposing in front of family, friends. I feel like I'd even have been more nervous in front of people I know as opposed to in front of strangers, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
well.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking for sure,
Yeah.
and
then I don't think you've answered this yet. What was the thing that pushed you to do this? Had you guys been in a relationship for a really long time, and you felt, if he wasn't stepping forward, then maybe you should?
Funny enough, it wasn't that long, but if you want something, you go for it. I don't want to give too many details to kind of like respect his privacy and all of that. But it wasn't that long of a time, but I wanted to do it, so I did it. I'm a go-getter. That's what I like to call myself.
Let's talk about the reaction of your family and friends pre-proposal and post-proposal. Did you discuss this with them, and what was their reaction pre and post?
So I told my parents about it on the day.
What?
I told my parents about it on the day, and they were like, "You're crazy." Serious, but my parents know me. They know the type of person I am. They know that I'm a confident person, that I'm very outspoken. I don't have a problem doing something that I want to do, and I'm very opinionated. So whatever they say isn't really going to change. So they've just learned to accept me.
Are your parents here in Nigeria?
I am. They are back and forth. Presently, they're not. But they do go back and forth between Nigeria, the UK, the US. So I told them over the phone and they just laughed.
So now that it's happened, what is their reaction post-proposal?
They said they've gotten a lot of like phone calls. They saw it on Instablog, saw it on Gossip Mill. It's really gone viral. It's gone a lot further than what I was really expecting. So they've just been telling me like other people's reactions and when people are reaching out to them to say, oh, I saw this or I saw that, but not really, they've not said anything that was like hurtful or anything against it. It's all just been like, we're a very free family. No one's really judgmental or anything, which I appreciate.
Okay, in the spirit of gender equality, we're starting to see more women being more vocal about the elimination of gender roles, right? And this is something that you have taken the first step. If you were to flip several other gender roles that have become the norm, what other roles would you switch?
What other role would I switch? Oh, giving birth, for sure, for sure, giving birth. I would love to push that to the man because for what I've heard, it's a very painful experience. It's worth it because you're bringing you're bringing a life out, but it's painful. So guys, if you guys want to take it away from me, like, I'm more than happy.
Unfortunately, they can't. Osage, I'm sure if Osage could take on that role.
To be honest, I'm that type of man who wouldn't mind, taking away that burden from my wife if I could. But unfortunately, I can't. I identify as a, man. Anyway, let's quickly, also, speak about what happens next. Is there any awkwardness at home? Are you guys planning a wedding? Who gets to pay the bride price? What next?
So like I said, I spent over half of my life outside of Nigeria, right? So all those gender roles and things, I'm a bit more free with them. I'm not too strict about who does this and who does that. Like, for example, everyone's like, a woman's place is in the kitchen, cooking, typical gender roles, taking care of the home, but you will very rarely find me in the kitchen. you very rarely find me cooking. So I'm not really an example of a typical everyday woman in the first place. So in terms of bride price and all of that, at the same time, I still respect culture. And right now, we're kind of just living in the moment, taking it one step at a time, not rushing, smiling, having fun.
All right.
Okay, we wish you all the best. We hope that when there is, when you do get to the place where or the part where you're planning a wedding, and if it's happening in Nigeria, once again, I would be giving an all access pass, seeing as we're the first to speak to you about this on air. But we've had the pleasure of speaking with Erhun Omorodion. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Thanks for having me. Thank you so much.